Well, I graced you with my singing, and now we've got her in here, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but she's going 2 directions at once, and that doesn't work really well. So we're going to go ahead and put a new axle in the front, and then I'm going to put a push bar on it so my wife will quit tearing it up. And so anyway, for you all Craftsman lawnmower people, this will be a fun video. For you Mopar fans, not so much. And for you Corvette guys, well, you'll just have to tune in for the Corvette stuff. Or the MR2 stuff. Whatever else I can think of. But for you Craftsman lawnmower guys, this video's gonna rock. I'm going to go ahead and jack this thing up. Not necessarily the easiest thing because you got to kind of know where to jack. And the old knee bones aren't what they used to be, so I put a little mat down to kind of protect the old knees. Take a look-see under here. There's a tab under here that hooks the deck on. So we're going to go ahead and jack up by it. You got a good view of the back of my head. So we'll go up here. And we'll get her up as high as we can get her, so I don't have to bend over so much. Can you tell it's not a fast pump jack? And here we go. Let's see. I think that's about as high as she'll go. I'm going to start by pulling this piece off. I'm probably going to take the push bar. Oh, crap. Oh, that's painful. Oh. I'm going to probably put the push bar underneath here. I'll probably straighten this out. She's a little bent up. And I told you, my wife's hard on this thing. But I'm going to go ahead and take this off right now. We'll straighten it out. I'm probably going to mount the push bar to this, drop it down, and try to guard these wheels from ever getting hit again. We're going to pull these off. It's 9/16. Pull these off of here. And see if I can do it without getting another cramp. Because that was painful. Problem with drinking iced tea when it's hot out. Probably not the best idea. Well, let me tell you a little story about putting the jack in. I put some jack stands under the deck and let her down, and that allowed that pan to just come flying off of there. And as you can see, she's bent up pretty good. So I'm gonna put a little gentle persuasion on there and flatten her back out. And I'm probably, so it's removable, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mount my push bar to it, and or not, because now I'm thinking this thing will get hammered if the wheels get hit. But we'll figure something out. But anyway, that's my plan. But let's go ahead and get these wheels off of here. This exhaust has to come off because there's an axle bolt right here behind the exhaust. So we're going to get out our, let's see what size this is. It is a 1/4 inch Allen head. And we're going to take these here bolts out of the... Don't do that. Probably should put my glasses on so I can see. Now, why would I want to do that? Take these 2 out. Try very hard not to rip your gasket because I don't have another one. So take this one out. I always do the hard one first. That way well, you have the easy one to look forward to. I don't know, that's just how I do things, because if you take all the easy ones out, then the only thing you got to look forward to is the hard one. That's not good. Ooh, that one's giving me a little snappy duty. My ratchet is not cooperating well. Most of my tools are out of miles on them. 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, some of them. Some of them my dad gave me, so they're probably 50, 60, 70 years old. Alright, 50, 60. Stuck. But you know what? That's okay, because I don't need that right now. But I do probably, because this is a 10 mil. So we're just going to do it the hard way, because I'm too lazy to go fetch a 10 millimeter socket. So we're just going to, it's probably 3/8. 10 mil works just fine. I'm just going to do it this way. And then when I get close, I'm probably going to want to hang on to that muffler, because it's going to fall. Let's see if I can do it by hand now. Oh yeah. Nope, of course not. That would be too easy. Now I shut my petcock off, but I'm still smelling gas. Probably, this muffler's probably full of it. So whatever you do, don't light a match around this muffler. She'll probably go boom. Alright, we'll set that off to the side. Put the bolts up here so they can get knocked and lost. And now, I don't know if you all can see that right now, but there's a big old center bolt right there. And we can take these little doodahs out of here, drop the whole axle if we want. That's probably what we'll do. But the odds are these are going to start spinning and not going to want to come out. So I think what we're going to do, since they got to come out anyway, to eliminate having to take too much crap out. Oop, did I say the crap word? My bad. We're just going to go ahead and peel these boots off here. Remember I said always have a Leatherman? Well, I always have a Leatherman. Just going to pull these boots off of here with my Leatherman. There we go. There's one. And this one's a little crispy. If I remember right, this one was missing. And I stole it off another lawnmower that I had for parts. And that's the benefit to always buying the same type of lawnmower, is when you do kill one, you got parts. So, alright, here there is a little clip. And I just grab hold of it with my Leatherman, pull her out straight. Got this big old washer. Now I usually set this stuff back here on the foot pedal. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff down here too. That way, it lessens the chance of knocking. I will knock it. There's no doubt about that. I'm good like that. Anything bad can happen. It's going to happen. Murphy's Law. Pull that clip. Slide her back in there. Now, in theory, the wheels should fall off. And if you'll notice, they fell off. Alright, so that gets me freewheeling here. And we'll show you just how bent this bad boy is in a few minutes. But put the Leatherman back in the pocket, because we're going to need her. Take ye old socket rail, 3/4 inch, perfect. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yep. There's another other side. And it's bigger, if I'm correct. And I just happen to have a whole bunch of metric wrenches sitting next to me on my bench, because I was working on another car earlier. And 18 mils sort of fits. Let's see if the 17 fits better. I guarantee it's probably 11/16. But since this kind of works, we're going to use it. You should use the right tool for the job, but no, not me. I'm going to use the 11/6. I mean the 18 mil. Not the smartest thing, but it worked. Pull this out. Put it back here with all the other goodies. And I think I'm going to have to take this, drop this piece too. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, if I remember right. Yep, I remember right. Yep. There's this axle plate. She kind of pulls around there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts there. And I believe there's one, oh, I guess just the outside. So we got to take those out. I believe those are 9/16. They are welded, nuts on the back side, so they shouldn't be too much trouble. The biggest issue you're going to run into is one is up underneath the engine. This one here. So, and this one too, so you're not going to be able to get in it with the equalizer. So we're going to have to just do a wrench. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Let's see if we got anything handy. If not, we'll go searching. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll see. Oh, look at that, 14 mil. The old hammers. All goes well. When I pull the last bolt out, she's just gonna fall right out. Now, if you'll remember from the last video, this little needle valve electronic doodah in the bowl here, you don't have to use the petcock idea like I did, because if you forget to turn it off, it's bad. If you forget to turn it on, it's also bad, because you won't have any gas in your lawnmower. Either won't start, or it'll run for a minute and then shut off. But you can always just buy a new one of these, and they're probably $10, $15. Well, there you go. Hopefully, we'll remember how to put that back together. And see, there was two sections here, and it was kind of sandwiched in between. And here's the old axle, which is, if you'll look at the bottom of it, she's wallered out pretty good. So, and if you'll notice, she's kind of going that way. You know, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to look kind of like that, which is straight, you know. But no, this is kind of going. It's got a nice little, like, coming apart right there too, kind of nice, right? Now we could have hammered it back, probably welded it and made this thing work, but it's $40 for a new one. I think the new one's got a different setup here, so we won't need these washers. So, there we go. Now the new one, what do I do with the new one? Here we go. I don't know about you all, but I kind of like new stuff. So we're gonna, look at that, huh? Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. Let's hope it's better than the original. And I was wrong. We are gonna need these washers. Because This one's coming out okay. No, not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this one's gonna fight me. Come on, baby. There we go. Pull them out. These are hardened, and I guess they're just designed where it kind of just spinach on there. So, there we go. Now, these go towards the front. Put our little washer. Oh, look at that. Nicey, nice. Ain't that pretty? Alright. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put a little grease action on there, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, well, yeah. Been a long day. Stacked some wood today. And, and then after stacking wood, I did that earlier video, and now we're doing this. And it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. It's late, but we're going to do this anyway because I don't want to work on it next week. Well, these aren't fun for me, you know. I know some of you guys race these things, and I think lawnmowers are just the coolest thing. If you care about your lawn, then you're doing the zero turn thing, but I don't love my lawn that much, so there we go. Alright. Now here's the fun part. I'm thinking I may have gone somewhere I didn't have to go, because I do believe I probably didn't need to take this piece out, which is the rear ones, right? So, it went out a lot easier than it's going back in. And I didn't realize that these are actually square. That's weird. But okay. There we go. Oh. So we're going to put these side ones in. Want a little cobweb, Bobby? Got the good bolts with the little pointy thing on there so they line up nice and easy. At least they were thinking about that when I did this. Alright. And there we go. So, note to self, you don't have to take the back bolts out. And there we go. I get that back one in? Well, kind of, sort of. There we go. I'm going to do the one that we have to use a wrench first. Just because once I hit the other ones, they're all going to be tight. I'm going to bring this one down till it's just almost, at least it's threaded in good, but not tight. And then I'm going to do a quick hit on the other ones. As soon as I find my wrench. And just do one of those. Gotta love it. What did we ever do before? Is that a pneumatic? It's not a pneumatic. Impact. Yeah, impact. I guess that's the proper term for it. So what did we do before we had automatic or battery powered or air tools? Okay. That's the back plate. Now, I think, probably for the ease of the situation, I do believe we are going to take the big bolt that goes through the center, and we're going to put it through here, like so, here, like so, and then here, like so. And I'm going to contort myself, and I'm going to put it here. And that way it'll hold itself. Sweet! Alright. Put one of these in. Get that started. Alright. Get this one started. This, by the way, is not the fun stuff. We're going to go ahead and when we put the push bar in, that's going to be the fun stuff. And I do want to put it on that piece of tin there, but I'm thinking it may not be strong enough. We're gonna try it anyway. She might tear up that tin piece, but as long as it doesn't tear up the wheels, I think we're good. I'm tired of putting these in. My other idea was, and I'll show you, right here. And this is what I'll have to do if she tears it up again. I took me a big old piece of this big old hunk of steel, and I was going to hog this piece out of it. As you can see, it would make a, just cut it to length. I got a little bit longer, and I had some tubes. I'm just going to go ahead and make one of these, because as you can see, this one's bent as well, out of this. And there's no way she'd be able to kill that, but then I figured it's going to tear up the axles or the steering arms or the steering wheel. So I think the best thing to do is just protect them. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to spill the push bar, that way this can't happen. And so let's go ahead, get these zinged in here. And then we'll tighten up the main. And by the way, this is all standard, and I'm using metric wrenches. Don't do that. Use the right wrenches. I'm just lazy, and I happen to have them sitting on the bench from working on something else, and the bench is right there, so I'm using them. And then you can get away with it, but it's a little bit more slop in the wrench than I prefer. Of course, if you're using cheap wrenches, they're all sloppy. So those are big dollar ones back in the day. I was young and had lots of money. Alright, now, the old axle, oops. There. The old axle has these little bushings in them. Look at that. That's a little bit sloppy, don't you think? Look at that. Can't see it with my hand, there we go. So we're going to put these in here. This one, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here. This can't be good. I think this used to be down in here, and it's not anymore. So I think if what I'm seeing is right, that little bushing is down inside this. It used to be in here, and that's how bad this axle was. We got this one. They got plenty of grease on them, so we don't have to worry about that. Come on, baby. There we go. Put that in there. Leave these handles on there. Just slide that in there. the bottom one. So unfortunately, I don't have the bottom bushings, which is not good. Oh, I lied. Here's one. Better to put it in the axle first. And I didn't think this one was going to exist. I wish I had another one somewhere. I'm not seeing it in here. I'm thinking it got totally destroyed. Well, there's a lot more pressure on the bottom than there is the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the bottom. That way, if I find another one, or can order another one, I can undo the clip without even jacking her up. And we'll go ahead and slide that top one in. So I'll go ahead and order one of those, you know, to have. Let's see if it's in here. Yeah, she's gone forever. So we'll order one, but we'll put the one in the bottom because it's hard to get to. And I screwed up. I put it in backwards. I've got the grease fittings on the back side. Why didn't you say something? Well, so much for that. I don't believe that it makes a difference. So I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to take a chance that they're ambidextrous and they're straight. And if they are, then it shouldn't make any difference. But on the other one, the grease fittings were on the front. Unfortunately, I screwed up. I'm going to leave it. Let's see what happens. Alright. I'm going to put these back in. There we go. That's always a pain in the hoosegow. That little bushing. Just got to kind of deal with it. Just going to lift up on the axle and wiggle it until you can get it in there. Washer. You'll know if you got it down all the way if your little clip will go in. There we go. Get the clip started. Might be able to get away with using a Leatherman on this. Chances are we're going to have to get a got away with the Leatherman. You get a water pump plier, that works really well too. So we'll leave the Leatherman right here since she did just fine on that. This one I don't have the top one, so we're not going to worry. And let's go slide this baby in there. Uh-oh. I have a bolt left. That can't be good. Alright, now Leatherman. The other one spoiled me. There we go. Alright. We'll put the boots on in a minute. We'll have to tighten the main axle. Let's go ahead and test on this. Alright, about you. She's going a little straighter now. Still kind of looks like she's going two different directions a little bit, but maybe we're bent a little here in the axle. I don't know. We've got another one on another lawnmower if we have to, but we'll see how she rides. So we're good on this. Dust covers. See if we can get them on. This one's going to be a pain because she's dried out. Oh, come on. You don't want to leave it off because it's going to get really, really dirty. That's good enough. Especially because I don't think she ever washes this thing. This one's kind of soft and pliable, so it just kind of popped right on. Now, if you feel like spending $1.98, probably buy new ones. That'll go well. We didn't damage this gasket at all here, not to change the subject. We didn't damage this gasket at all, so ready to work on that there. We had that little 10 millimeter, which is really a 3/8. This is gonna bother me. Where did this go? Oh, it must be one. Yeah, it's one of those. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing as we did, only in reverse. Bring this up in here. And I'll put this one in to hold it up. Kind of hold it. And if you'll remember, this one kind of stuck to it, and it's still stuck to it. So I'm just going to unstuck it by going the opposite direction. Again, good idea to put some anti-seize on the threads. Again, I'm not going to. Just because, like I said, she's likely to tear this thing up long before